So you got yourself a Retroid Pocket 5. What accessories do you get? Good question. In this video, I am going to go over 3 different accessories, 2 of which are officially from Retroid, and 1 is something that I got off of Etsy. So stick around and let's check them out. This is my new 3D printed grip that I did not make this. I am not cool enough to have a 3D printer yet. But I picked this up off of Etsy. I'll leave the link in the description below. I went with this seller and this grip because of a few different things. So I'll just take a tour of the grip here. I picked up the purple because I have the Game Boy purple color of the RP5. It's not exactly that type of purple, but whatever, it's fine. Kind of Joker purple, we'll just say that. So here is the grip. You can see that there's felt in here. So keep that in mind. I'll show you that in a minute. There's also felt right in here so that when you put the device in here, it kind of snugs in. So 2 little clips down here that keep the device in there, and there's also these weird clips up at the top, which I'm hoping these are pretty sturdy as far as I don't think you'd probably have to force it to lend them or break them. So I'm hoping that over time, I know it's plastic and it'll probably take a beating. So it wasn't very expensive. It was less than $30 and I was pretty happy with it. So as long as it doesn't break in the next month or 2, I'll be happy with it because I've already gotten my money's worth with it. So on the back, there are some pretty nice chunky grips and that's one of the reasons that I went with this versus one of the other sellers that's on Etsy. You might have a different opinion. There's a couple different ones that are out there, so definitely check those out. But this one I really like, and I'll show you how it shows in the hands. It's really nice. But there's a really cool texture that you can see on the back of this. So it's not, sometimes with 3D printed things, you get kind of a slippery plastic feel to it, even though it can be matte, but this really helps. You got the vents, the fan are all cut out there for you and nothing on the bottom. But here, the cool thing is, so I'll show you, this is how we just kind of pop it in. I angle it from the top. Top goes in first and then it goes down. But look at this. This is really, really nice. And how it holds, this feels like you're holding a controller. And I actually, the last few days, I've really been testing it out and I haven't noticed any hand fatigue at all. Now, with the RP5, again, I'm one of those people that I need ergonomics in my life. So you may have a difference of opinion. Maybe your hands are different, but I like ergonomics. I don't like flat things. If I'm using a tiny retro handheld, that's one thing. But if I'm really sitting here and I'm using the RP5 and jamming on a big long game, no matter what it is, I need something substantial. I mean, the little tiny ergonomics that are on the RP5 are practically nothing, but they are there. But this is really nice. Now, once you are done, what's really cool is, and it looks like these clips are going to break, but I assure you that they're not that. As long as you don't yank it out of here, I think you'll be fine. So you just got to use just a tiny bit of force. And then you just angle it in and look, watch, pop, ta-da, instant case. Isn't that awesome? One thing that I don't like about the case from Retroid that I picked it up, excuse the cat hair, but this is the official case that I picked up from Retroid and it's really nice, but it is not going to fit any sort of ergonomic grip at all. Yes, there is a little bit of bumpage on the RP5, but for some of us, let's be honest, we kind of want more. So that's where one of these might come into play. Now, if you're maybe going on an extensive trip, I don't know if you'd want to put it in here, but you could probably get some sort of neoprene sleeve or something that you could put this whole thing into. But I threw just how it is, the RP5 into my backpack and went around, did some errands and things like that. and took it to a couple places, and I didn't have any issues with it. So as long as you're not going to be hopefully throwing this in a luggage and at the airport or something like that, where maybe you're not the one that's carrying your luggage, so it could get a little careless and maybe banged up, but I don't see any reason. You can see how it fits in there. It's really nice and I really like it. So the Etsy seller, like I said, is going to be down at the bottom in the description. I'll even list it on the screen, and they did a really good job. I really, really like this. So I am very happy with my purchase. I feel like this really enhances the Retroid Pocket 5. And honestly, for me as a reviewer who I have tons of devices, the RP5 is almost to the point where it might start sitting on my shelf a little bit. But with this grip, this has actually made me use it just a little bit more, which I like. Really enjoying it. And I'm doing pretty good on Balatro. Also, just wanted to show off with the 3D printed grip that I got. There was this adorable little 3D printed guy that he, I don't know. I like him. He's like a dead rabbit or a cute rabbit or something with the black eyes, but I enjoy this. This is the kind of stuff that will make me buy your stuff more. So thank you to the Etsy printer JCSFY. You are awesome, and I love your little guy. So I picked up the official dock from Retroid, and as cool as this seems, there are just so many issues. I don't understand. Honestly, and I don't like to have negative reviews. However, I'm not going to lie to you. Don't pick this up. It's dumb. It doesn't work the way that it's supposed to. At least this is my testing on it. I just picked up a new HDMI cables that I got from Amazon today because I thought that there was some sort of issue with my monitors. I've tried different TVs, I've tried monitors, I've tried all sorts of different displays, different HDMI cables, different computers, different, all of the things that I can possibly troubleshoot. And I still, when I take the RP5 and I put it in the dock, it'll work a little bit, and then all of a sudden it just flickers black. And it'll go away for a little bit, as you can see in the footage that I'm going to show you. And then all of a sudden it comes back. Sometimes it comes back, sometimes it doesn't. The only time that I got it to work was with Balatro. I played Balatro for a solid, I'd say 6 minutes, and it seemed to work. I don't know. So if you want to get the dock in the Retroid Pocket 5 and play Balatro until the world ends, go right ahead until your heart's content. Maybe it'll be fine. I feel like there is some sort of software update that needs to happen with the Retroid Pocket 5 in order to make it compatible. It seems like I've also, in testing different hardware components, I've also tested different games. I tried the Retroid launcher. It didn't like the Retroid launcher at all. It just would not work. I tried all sorts of different Android games. It seems to, I don't know if there's some sort of disconnect because there's a touchscreen, and depending on the Android game, you're probably going to have to touch the touchscreen. Again, I say that, Balatro was the only one that actually worked. I tried plugging in a controller. I tried Bluetoothing a controller. I used an 8-bit DOE 2C Ultimate controller, and this thing works on my Steam Deck, works on my computer, it works all the other times. But, there's got to be some sort of disconnect with the dock and the Retroid Pocket 5. So, again, just throwing it out there. These are this is my experience. Please let me know in the comments below. I'm not saying that, you know, this is the end all be all. I'm just letting you know that this is my experience. So as of right now, I can't recommend this thing. I really can't, because it doesn't look like it works. Anywhere from 30 seconds to a couple minutes into gameplay, all of a sudden the black screen will happen, and it will, once it happens once, it's like it continuously will happen every few seconds or maybe every minute, something like that. I don't know. So this is the one accessory that, again, you're taking your chances on buying this. Now, I don't know if other docks out there, I did read up quite a bit on some Reddit posts. It seems like it's not a software issue as far as the new software for the Retroid Pocket 5 that I have on here. It's been going on for a good month or so for some people. So it has nothing to do with the newest software that's out there. It does seem like that there's just something that needs to happen. But I would imagine if you get some other type of dock, not the official Retroid dock, it'll probably work. But here's another thing it just drives me crazy, because here, Retroid makes a dock. There's a USB-C port down here. There's a USB-C port down here. There's also a headset jack down here. So even when the few seconds that I got it to work, the audio doesn't come out of anything. It just stops. Unless you have, you know, obviously if it's a TV, it's gonna route that audio into there. What if you're not using the TV? What if you're happening to use, you know, a different display, a monitor, or maybe it's an older TV and I don't know. For whatever reason, it may not work. But you would think that you're making a dock. Why do you put the headset jack at the bottom? Why? Just why? Put it on the top. Because in the one case that, you know, I have a monitor that has speakers on it, and it was kind of working on that occasionally. And then my other monitor, it didn't have speakers. So it would have, I'm sitting right there where I could have, and I know that's a bizarre use case scenario. Why would you do that right in there? But if I have a monitor, why not, you know, broadcast it onto a bigger screen? I could have plugged in headphones, but I can't because it's in the dock and it's covering the headset jack. Makes me want to hit my head with the dock, but I don't know. Anyway, so that's one. That is the only accessory on the list that I would say don't get, because until they kind of figure out why, I can't recommend it. You're probably going to waste your money and probably have the same issues. Please let me know, like I said, in the comments below, if you haven't had these issues. If you're using the Retroid Pocket 5 and it works great on your dock, you're docking it all the time, let everybody know what you're using, you know, as far as a display. Maybe even if you wanted to say what type of HDMI cable. You know, I had a regular HDMI cable, then I upgraded to a 2.1 HDMI just to see if it would possibly work. And yeah, so it didn't. All right, so here is the official Retroid case, and I showed this off before in my first impressions of the RP5 when I got it, but this is a really nice case. Typical of what you get from Retroid. You can see that there's a couple indents, there's their embossed little logo on here. Obviously you won't get the cat hair that I have because I've had it for a little while, but it's a pretty thick case. There is a zipper that goes all the way around. I mean, they did a really good job with all of the things. So it feels like a really good quality case. You open up on the inside, you can see there's a little bit of felt. There's a separator. Your device goes down here. There's a little strap that you can put around your device so it's easy to pop out. This little thing is for the Velcro so that you can put it on top of the device, and then there's a little pocket on the top part, and you can throw cords or whatever in here, I'm gonna throw this little guy in here. There, you need a little guy. Put your little guy in here. You can put your action figures in here, have a little battle afterwards. I don't know. So, all right. And then I'll throw the device in here. But yeah, and you can see with the device, you want to put the device on top of this one strap, and then you can take this and put the Velcro on, and then it covers the case, and it's very nice. There is felt on both sides, so your screen, your beautiful, beautiful AMOLED screen is not going to get scratched, and you have a lot of room that, I mean, it is not going to, anything that you put up here, unless it really is bulging out, it is not going to scratch your RP5. So, yeah, it's really nice. And I don't remember if it says that it's waterproof, but I mean, I really think that it could take a beating. Obviously, don't go into the ocean with this, but yeah. So that's your case. I like it. I mean, I'm sure you could probably find something on Amazon. They're probably popping up by now. But yeah, as far as the 3D printed grip goes, I love this thing. This is fantastic. Now, again, this might not be for you. You might be kind of saying, why? But that's fine. But there are some of us, you know, there's got to be one other person out there that loves ergonomic grips other than me. I know that there is. Comment below. You're my friend. You should get one of these. These are awesome. But look at this. Look at how chunky and amazing that is. It's like holding a controller. I love it. So well done to the Etsy, the 3D printer person that I got it from. So this thing is awesome. I love it. It's my new best friend. It made me actually play the Retroid Pocket 5. Maybe get yourself a case. It depends on, you know, I would say maybe. So we have a yes for the grip, a maybe for the case, depending on how you want to use it. I'd probably get something that would protect your Retroid Pocket 5 just because it has a nice big beautiful screen. There is that whole plastic or glass on the top of it that, you know, you probably don't want to get it scratched up, even if you have a screen protector that goes on it. I mean, we don't want scratched up screen protectors, but that's up to you. So whether or not you want this, that's cool. But all the links are going to be in the description below. Those are my experiences with 3 different accessories for the Retroid Pocket 5. Let me know in the comments below if you have the Retroid Pocket 5, if you have some different accessories that you're using. I'm sure that the audience would love to hear about what you're using and what could make a difference in their life. I am going to leave you now, and I'm going to go play some Dead Cells or something. Anything that's on here. As always, thanks for watching. Stay awesome, everyone, and go play some games. Steve, have you been playing my Balatro game on my Retroid Pocket 5?
No. What's a Balatro?
Okay, I was just wondering because all of a sudden I don't have any money, and I had a little bit.
I had a really great winning streak. Clearly I'm awesome.
Oh, you're better at Balatro than me? Okay.
I had a really great hot
see.
streak with all those jokers. That game's addicting. Hey, can we go to Vegas?
No, I'm not taking you to Vegas. What? Oh, just... You think because you can play Balatro, you should go to Vegas.
These hands are hot. I don't want to break my streak. I could be in the World Series of Poker or Balatro.
Anybody else want to take him to Vegas?